Allow me to welcome you to this probably lengthy Kingdom Under Fire 2 review. This review is going to go in three ways. First, it's going to be my history, let's say that, with Kingdom Under Fire. Second, it's going to be my first 4 hours of gameplay with the game, probably hypercut. I haven't edited yet, but it's probably going to be hypercut. Just an assumption. Third, it's going to be me now with, what is it? Hold on, apologies, I didn't set this up. I'm a damn fool. Apparently 24, 25 hours in the game. And it's going to be a small bit of gameplay of that, and what I think of it now. I'm probably going to put up annotations or what have you, cards, to skip through to certain parts of the video. If I don't, I'll put timestamps, just in case anyways, so just cut to those parts if you don't want to see my introduction with the game. Alright, let's get to it.
So, is this what you wanted to see?
Yes, Lord Valdemar's orders.
He actually believes that story the liches told him?
Liches do not lie. Maybe not, but they can be wrong, can't they? I mean, dwarves building a dragon tomb. Here, so deep in Dark Legion territory, that makes no sense at all. Silence. We head south, bitch.
Alright, so Kingdom Under Fire. Where does it start? I can tell you one thing for certain. I didn't play the original game back in 2001. I did play it much later because I was curious. It's not that great. It was released January 18th, 2000. Damn, look at that. That old. That real old. It wasn't that good. It wasn't that fun to play again, and it's just old, outdated. However, Kingdom Under Fire: The Crusaders, which I played probably around the release date, I bet. When did Halo launch? Alright, so this will go back into my earlier years in gaming. I originally got an Xbox to play with my dad. Played a lot of Halo. He was kind of a shit, and kind of a wonder that I played, where he would brag and gloat and do basically everything he could to beat me as a kid. And it was funny because I eventually got better than him, and for some reason, he stopped playing with me and didn't like it so much when I was the one shit-talking him and bragging about him. And even without cheating like he did, of fucking with my controller or shit like that. So, that was my first introduction, like real introduction to gaming, apart from like Super Mario and stuff like that I played on the NES. Was Halo, and that's when I started to like, okay, well, I need a challenge now, so I started playing Halo on Legendary solo, trying to beat it as fast as I could and whatnot, and do all that unique stuff that you do when you're a kid and you're bored. Still do Halo Legendary runs to this day. Problem is, there wasn't anything that really got me on the Xbox as much as Halo did. So, a couple years later, I see this game on the shelf. Kingdom Under Fire 2, what's this? And I didn't get Halo when it launched. Keep in mind, I didn't get an Xbox until like a year or two in. So I got that at like 2002, 2003. I picked up Halo. Later, I played Kingdom Under Fire 2. I mean, yes, technically. But I played Kingdom Under Fire, and that came out October 12th, 2004. And I remember sometime probably December, November, when I would have been in the game store looking for something, seeing that on the shelf and saying, oh, that guy looks cool. That guy looks neat. Oh man, I can't wait to do that. That looks cool. And I don't know what the back of the box looked like because mine's ripped to shit. I have it right here because I'm going to take pictures of it in a minute because I want to show you I'm legit. My original game is ripped to fucking shit. The case is completely destroyed. I don't know if it was the dog or me being a kid throwing it around or like tearing it up for some reason because I was bored and stupid. But yeah, it's old and it's got some weird grime on it that I fucking don't know what it is and sticks to my hands. This game's amazing. I could not talk much bad about this game. It even is backwards compatible on the 360, and I think the Xbox One, maybe? I don't know. Haven't tried it yet. I should, though. I really should. Maybe I'll try it later today. That was a ton of fun. I never really beat everything. I think I didn't beat the final campaign. I didn't think I Was it Rainier's? I think I gave up on Rainier's campaign. This was also during the time where I didn't really have a memory card, so I had to leave the console running constantly if I wanted to beat a game. Was a bit of a problem, so, and was one of the games that made me get a memory card. So, hey. But, game was fucking challenging, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. Loved it. Fell in love with the game. And whereas Halo is probably in my top 5, this is up there too. I don't know where they rank against each other, but damn is Kingdom Under Fire's The Crusaders fucking pristine. Fucking fantastic game.
Move it, you sloths! Bury those. More are coming.
Catapults, too!
We'll take on the infantry. Lucretia, attack the catapults. I always get the hardest job. Stop whining and hurry. Press the white button to spread the formation and lessen the damage. Yeah. She's such a bitch. Hey, ape leader. Yeah, you monkey. You want a piece of me?
Lucky girl.
Roman's troops need assistance. Let's go.
Flash forward, I think a year. September 20th to September 20th, 2005. Where you get Kingdom Under Fire Heroes. Kind of a prequel sequel. It was good. Good. Oh, wow. 2-month free trial to Xbox Live. Look at that. Oh my god, the concept art in this fucking folder is amazing. And this game guide is amazing. I love it.
For the glory of
You have some of the coolest scenes ever in this game. And this game is hard. This game is not just hard, it's fucking hard. The last mission of this game pushed me off so hard on it, I tossed the game back to the store and was done with it. But years later, I picked it up and I fell in love with it all over again. I think it's almost as good, if not better, in certain moments than the original. One character in particular, Walter, has one of the most fucking pristine introductions ever. You literally start the campaign of the game slaughtering your own people, your own town, your own city, to make it look like it was the orcs, and you kill everyone who's running out. Women, children, men who are just running out, and the militia who are like, why are you fighting us? Shouldn't you be helping us? What's going on? Why are you killing us? And they're just freaking out. And your holy men, your paladins, your crusaders, you do not feel good about this, and certain people are not okay with this. It's a serious fucking thing to start a campaign on, and my god is it awesome to play again. It was so much fun. I actually own 2 copies of Heroes, because I was worried that the first one might not actually work, or the Xbox is going to scratch it to shit. Let's see if I can pop one of the bubble wraps. There you go. just to ensure or put any more evidence into it that I really do own these games and own 2 copies of it. We later have Circle of Doom. December 5th, 2007. Not a bad game. It's not good. It's super grindy and super generic. But it is pretty fun. And it has some really fucking amazing things to it. In particular, the story is amazing. The characters are amazing. And what happens and the themes of what goes on in this game are fucking fantastic. I bought this game the moment it came out. December 5th, 2007. I was in there day one. I picked it up when it came out. Got really sick and tired of the game like 5 hours later, returned it the same day and got my money back. Picked it up years later. That's why I got a used copy now. Still have it. Because it was actually pretty good. At the end of the day, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because I want to express I am a fan of the game. I am a fan of this series. I have been a fan of this series since I was a child. Back when I played what was it, 2004 that Kingdom Under Fire came out, I would have been 9 at that time. I would have been a 9-year-old playing this, and it was way farther than what I should have been playing, probably, if you go by the SRB, which, you know, fuck those people, because they're completely downright wrong in most situations. Yeah, it's 17 plus mature. Thank you, parents, for being lazy on that one. That was a formative game for me. It was amazing. It was actually fantastic. And here we are in 2019, about to go into 2020, and Kingdom Under Fire 2 gets released. Now, some people discredit Heroes as being, oh, this is not 2. It's 2. It's Kingdom Under Fire's 2. What we are playing now is Kingdom Under Fire's 3, technically. It's a sequel prequel, so you gotta do the thing. Not only am I a customer of this game, going back to what I was saying earlier, not only am I a customer of this game, I am a long-time customer, and I've bought multiple copies of your fucking games. Multiple copies. Multiple times. I own multiple versions of the game. I'm going to buy another Crusaders case in new condition, probably, because mine's disgusting, and I want to have it on a shelf with my bubble-wrapped version of Kingdom Under Fire Heroes, because I like the game so much, because I love these games. So please note that when I talk ill about this game, I'm talking ill about the game because it's coming from a place of, I'm a longtime fan, and I'm not just shitting on it to shit on it. I'm not just ripping it to rip it. If I wanted to just rip at the game, I would make a memey little video, and I would have all the shitty moments of gameplay that actually exist and actually happen. And you're probably seeing some of it on screen, which I'll talk about later, but yeah. If I wanted to rail this game, I would. I'm not just railing it because I want to rail it. I'm railing it because they were legitimately fucked up in a lot of ways. And they know this. I'm not saying anything new. Circle of Doom released 2007. I'm assuming to fundraise for Kingdom Under Fire 2. Not to mention a couple other games that were supposed to come out along the line. I think one, what was it, Avalanche or some shit? Maybe that was the Kingdom Under Fire 2 expansion, or it's supposed to be the original launch, or the lead-into. But they dropped the ball on this. And again, as I said, they know. They're fully aware. It's just, this does not inspire hope, and this does not inspire confidence, and this makes me worried that game might be DOA. Franchise might finally be dead. At least I got to finally play it, because I used to joke about for a very long time that, hey, if before I die, I refuse to die until I play Kingdom Under Fire 2. I played it, I almost beat it at this point, I'm almost at the end game. I'm not sure I'm happy it came out ever. I think I would have preferred, a part of me would have preferred that it never quite came out. But that's for the end part of the video. Let's go into my first wonderful 4 hours of the game. Okay, so from knowing what I know, this is already a bit of a problem that I have with this. So you have Ranger, which I'm assuming is supposed to be, what's her name? I have the original games book right here. I'm assuming the Ranger is supposed to be Ellen? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be Ellen. It's supposed to be Ellen's class. So you have Berserker, which is Rainier, which I don't like them making Berserker, like, playable.
Don't get in my way.
I've never been a big fan of that because they're fucking demons. Who gives a shit? It was cool when it was just Rainier, but now that there's a whole bunch of them, it gets a whole lot less cool. Elementalist? I don't...
Mother Nature.
I hate her voice. I don't think it's Sirith. Because Spell Sword.
I'll freeze them all.
So I think this is supposed to be Sirith. That also doesn't look like a Dark Elf. One thing that really disappoints me, incredibly, is the fact that they went for Ranger and Elementalist rather than adding Vampire like Strident or Lionheart. Real disappointing that they didn't add Vampire. I think
For honor.
probably gonna be a Spell Sword because I want to be as close as I can to Lucrezia. Skin tone. Can you have the... Oh, so you don't have the Dark Elf colors as presets. That, I went lighter and it just looked like I became radiant. Didn't look like I changed anything else. Just because. I'm already not that much of a dark elf, so I might as well just go with an elf. Ooh, that looks cool. Bit elfy. Scale, that's obvious. That's actually more in line with the original dark elves, but I liked it better because they were purple. Ish. That's neat. I like that. Eye size, brow size, detailed face setting. Is there like a detailed body setting? Wolfie? Nah, I'll just leave it at Wolfie for now. Ear angle. Just all this is detailed face settings? Really? Really? Huh. No body settings? That's Spellsword, Castle, not in the guild. Oh. Yes. I would like to step down. Yeah. Don't walk up my face. Maintaining the tradition of heroes, a powerful nation. Azilia is now under constant attack of monsters. In Kolbosa, the evil god of the dark god, or the dark god, has been invading the Berseria continent for a long time since its invasion, but this invasion is completely different than any other attack made before. Countless minions of Kolbosa are pouring from the dimensional storm. Near the Azilia castle, the Soldiers of pure generations get triggered. Thousands of ice room. Okay. I'm so fucking nervous. This game's gonna be bad. It's 15 years, and the frame rate of this is not looking pretty.
Veland.
Could you not smooth out the frame rate of the... See, you said a character, did the hawk animation.
Dark-blooded, she meanders through the world, shunned as an
wow, that is not what the subtitles say.
She found refuge with the Azilia
That...
Knights.
These are just
where
wrong.
she could avoid the watchful eyes of her pursuers. It appeared she had finally found her place in the world, going
What the
from
fuck?
strength to strength.
What the
But
fuck?
destiny had other plans.
What the fuck? Could you not, like... Oh, God.
The dark fate which followed her to Azilia
Really, guys?
dragged her into the heart of a colossal war.
Come on, just... It's not that hard to do text. Come on, guys.
Which
It's...
became the prelude
Oh,
to the
no.
great
It's
war
gonna be bad,
that
isn't it?
determined the fate
15
of
years can
Azilia.
only mean bad things. Oh, they don't even have subtitles right in their fucking intro scene. This is gonna be awful. Oh, God, no. Oh, that's so worrying. Hey, that looks good.
We're under attack. Fight back.
He looks Kingdom Under Fire-y-ish. Do I have a sprint? I don't like that those pop-ups are showing up because it's really Black Desert-y.
There's no time to waste.
I'm assuming I'm Jaeger's officer now. That's what I'm assuming.
So many enemies. We'd better
Just...
identify them first.
What? There's not that many. There's like...
Get it now?
That's it.
Right.
I knew what the enemies were. I didn't need to get told that the demons were the enemies. Oh, that's cool. Ah, I love the shit that you can do in Kingdom Under Fire. This is like they're trying to say, hey, remember the trailer? It's cool, right? Why is it dying?
The captain's here.
Woo, frame
What
rates.
to do? That's our target.
Ah!
Shoot fire arrows.
I'm Link, don't worry. I communicate entirely through... Ah! Yeah! Ah! Fire arrows just as strong as they were back in the old games. However... Oh, come on. Did you have to have that... Stop the audio of that guy screaming.
It's going to raise our battlements to the ground.
Don't use generic sound effects like that, please. Take that one. It literally would be better. And I'm not joking, it'd literally be better. Because that's just so generic. Yeah.
The soul crystal.
Oh god, what are these people?
He's probably up there.
That guy looks
Then
cool.
I'll just watch.
You'll
Do as you
wah?
please.
You'll just wah? You'll not watch? Okay, so that Hydra thing. What is this? It's a tyrant. Alright. Okay. Let's go. I was on it. Okay, I probably shouldn't do that because I was a bit loose. I'm just eating hits. Oh, I can't break out of it. Okay. No, I can. Oh, I just wasn't moving because it had a hitbox. Got it. So you can't just do that for free on big enemies. Oh god. It's that shot from Lord of the Rings, but done worse. And I'm just standing around. I just casually watched the king fall to his death. No big deal. Oh god, meteors. That dragon was literally sitting there frozen. Pay no mind to the frozen dragon in the sky. Listen, man, this is apparently a video. There's too much work to make that dragon move. I know, 15 years since the first one came out. I get it. Circle of Doom was a really rough game. Didn't sell as well. Was really bad at times. Circle of Doom really just hit you in the dick, didn't it? You couldn't make that dragon move. It was much too hard to just delete it from the scene.
Not yet.
Sister, have you ever heard of Wincest? I don't even know if we're sisters, so we just look kind of close. Hey, it's the gunslinger from the trailers.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
We're late.
Maybe I shouldn't spend all that time braiding my hair. Maybe we would have gotten here faster. Really? That's your fucking cold open? Oh, God. It's not giving me hope. Hopefully the game itself is good. That was just the opening. You don't want people to spend time. However, it does give you a really terrible first impression. Like, not terrible. Not terrible. Terrible's a strong word. It doesn't give you the greatest. Oh, she didn't say, are you awake?
Let's see if
everything.
you can sit up. Yes, like that.
I didn't move, though. And now I'm leaving. That's all the medical check I need to do. See, now I'm sitting up. Now I'm standing. Kneeling, or... that was standing? How short am I, or how tall? Look at the devastation. Oh, she's back. And the book really didn't, like... Don't start the first screen of the game like this. What is this? Okay. So you start off with attendance. Don't start the first screen of the actual game. Don't do that. Hide all this for like the moment until I get in and start moving and can open it up myself and then guide me to it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it yet. I'm not gonna say it and put that in. But this looks like every other fucking MMO from a couple years back. And guess why? Celebration. God damn it! It's one of these fucking things, isn't it? This is why I never wanted to watch the fucking footage, because I was terrified. So many years of being scared, and I know immediately my first instinct was fucking correct. That's one of these. Not gonna go there. Not gonna go there yet. It's probably not like that. Oh, those crabs did not move pretty. Stop opening up the fucking help menu. It's so huge and glaring. These just activate automatically, I don't have to do anything. And I'm sure the spider gives no fucks about me tailing with its cocoon. Yeah. It gives zero fucks. Why is it sometimes you just go forward into the enemy when you hit S? I was holding D and I went into the enemy. Ugh. Depending on what I pre-recorded before this might already be a thing, but Bayonetta, this is not. Let's just say that. I really don't care about your reason for joining. I really don't care. You have Korean text. Guys, I paid for an English release on Steam. Guys, stop. I don't know why. I don't know why that's a thing. Was it that hard? Like, fucking games just aren't what they used to be. Can I just say that now? Games just ain't what they fucking used to be. God, I feel like the fucking people in the tavern
We've been waiting, Captain.
and Kingdom Under Fire were more interesting. Like, the orcs said more interesting shit, and they usually just said pointless tips and some weird side stories every now and again.
Maybe I should shave.
No, you're why was that a fucking... I'll kill you! Not voiced, but I'll kill you. You know, I'm gonna say right now, if you wanted to get the Kingdom Under Fire fans from 15 years ago, now I'm talking about Kingdom Under Fire heroes, and I'm not talking about Circle of Doom. I'm talking about Kingdom Under Fire. If you want to get the Kingdom Under Fire fans, or even Kingdom Under Fire heroes, technically, fans in here, you did not want to start out your game like this. You wanted to give them a basic troop. Okay, so did we all see what happened there? He was downed and I couldn't hit. So there's no... Fuck, what's the fighting game term? I'm completely blanking. You can't OTG. You can't OTG normally, and you have to do the finisher when they're on the ground. However, if you cast the finisher when they're standing up... Hey! They don't... Oh no. I can't hit him, so I have to do the finisher. There we go. He wasn't standing up, so he wasn't immune to it. I don't want to die! Gah! I'll just do the voice acting. you guys didn't care. I'll do it. It's fine. I like the game enough. I don't know if some people who made it did, but I'll do it. There's the bonfire. Captain Glenn will send his troops. Forest entrance is right ahead. Let's go. All right, let's go. Okay, so there's a thing that exists in the world called first impressions. Typically, with a first impression, you want to show the people cool things. I now have 30 cubics. What the flying... Putting on the shirt killed me? Jesus. Boing, 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 boing.
Hmm? Oh no. The village is on fire.
Oh, it's a shame I said we'll see the village if we go a little farther when I can already see the village. The oak barrels are in the way. Who set these up? Because it obviously didn't stop them, because they must have just walked over like any reasonable person would have. I, on the other hand, being the main character, have to punch through it. Why am I doing... Oh, I'm doing 1 damage because I'm missing. I don't know what to do. You know, if you gave me a unit to command, I'd be having a lot more fun right now. Not even going to remotely joke. This is kind of dull. This is every other MMO I think I've played that I've thrown away in like an hour. And US for $30 is an entrance fee too, which is... Yeah. Okay, so how do I open up... Cannot do it within the mission. Okay. Oh. Let's destroy the barricade that our troops set up that obviously didn't stop anyone, but there was still a barricade! For reasons.
He looks very strong.
Ow.
Be careful.
He looks very strong. Be careful. Could you not? Now I'm becoming the voice actor nitpick. This has made me become a voice actor nitpick. The thing I fucking hate. Like, come on. But could you not put any more emphasis on it? Like, I don't want to. I don't want to be the voice actor nitpick because it's like,
We're sandwiched between the Incaplosians. We're
Oh,
surrounded.
so it's like a Friday night.
Now, it's either them or us.
And it's immediately not us because I didn't even get a chance. I think I get hit once and put into red. Oh my god, it's the character from the trailers from fucking years ago. Oh wow, he's so cool how no blood flew out of that guy or anything happened to him, really. Wow, your armor is fucking rusted to shit. You're shooting your own men! Oh my god. He's so cool. Shadow says with utter disdain in his voice. You know, I don't like how this guy's actually a character. I saw him as playable and like, this is just the generic gunslinger dude I thought they were gonna go with. But it turns out he's, they really liked his design apparently. They wanted him to be the main character, I assume. Probably one of the lead intro characters. Oh, so these aren't even the paid currency. Blue Misty set. The Dusky Dusk set. The Hazy Dawn. Sanguineous Moon set. The Burning Sun set. Cherry Blossom. That is so unbelievably close for not being allowed on YouTube. I was so worried there for a second. Bottoms, shoulder, gloves. Okay, so nothing that makes me look like Lucrezia. Okay. I can't turn... Oh, I have to do this to turn now. Oh. These are all... generic MMO mounts. Yep. Premium booster pack. Fucking Christ. I can't believe they had to switch from a free-to-play to a... I can't believe they had to switch from a free-to-play to a paid service. It just screams so much, and we were late, we didn't have the money. We needed the money, and... It wasn't, we knew it wasn't gonna do well. It just, I can't fucking help but feel like, because of that introduction, they were like, oh, it's not gonna do that well. We gotta get the money up front from people who really have been waiting for years for this. We have to get the money up front. We absolutely have to. There's no other option. These guys look cool. I just really, like, the only saving grace right now for me that I'm holding out for is that the whole troop system is, like, really in-depth and really fucking cool. Because right now, this is bog standard MMO. This is, like, I have done this 1,000 other times minimum. Like, cool! Thanks for popping up a help menu again. Stop doing that, please. Just me, or does anybody else feel like putting a hello, good day, good evening bark in the beginning of a character's line just gets really fucking annoying really incredibly quick? Because you just hear it again and again if you talk to the same... Case in fucking point. Maybe I should shave. So what that downing system tells me is, as a player, is like, hey, people were killing mobs too fast, let's mix it up. That's not really depth, not having OTGs, and having to do a specific OTG move that's more annoying than anything. Because I don't care when I'm killing a generic fucking wolf. If I'm doing something, if I'm doing a PvP battle, and I have to do, or I'm playing a fighting game, and I have to do an OTG grapple to pick up the opponent and hit them, or I mount them when they're on the ground and start beating on them MMA style, then OTGs like that are good. Because it's a one-on-one, and my brain is on when I'm fighting them. When I'm fighting typical enemies in MMO, my brain is not on. I'm paying attention to anything but the game, usually. I do not consider that good, because now, I couldn't even OTG him. He got up too quick. But I was scared to hit him when he was on the ground, because I thought I wouldn't do any damage. Let's see. No, I would do damage to them. That's just a temp knockdown. Even though they're fully on the ground, and you should normally hit E, you would instead... Now? Fucking Christ, that took how long? How long did that take to even attack? God. I really hope it's just the MMO part that's bad. I really, really hope it's just the MMO part that's bad. I really hope. It's not gonna just be the MMO part that's bad, though. It's not. Oh, no. Whatever, it's fine.
Captain,
The rest of it might be good.
What's
Soldier,
war
hi.
to my colleagues?
They're probably dead. And he went to his home planet now, because he's now gone. Don't worry, soldier, I'll kill you real quick. Goodbye. Don't worry, this will teleport you to another realm in which you get to have a happier life. Don't worry, you're not going to disappear like all your friends. Nope. Okay. Ow! Priorities! Ah! You're quite a match! Thanks. Does this just work? They call me the master of defense. I blocked every single one of those. When am I gonna get my troop? That's not where you fucking hammer.
Until we meet again.
I'm going to the stable. Am I finally gonna get a fucking mount? God, you're just so slow. Oh, good. I get a donkey. Great. Wow. It's almost like every other fucking MMO. Okay, I'll do it for you. This isn't much, but please take it. If it's for saving our village. Everyone just popped in. And you gave me a fucking donkey. Wow,
Be careful. Hello.
thanks. Because, you know,
See you later.
heaven fucking forbid you give me something that looks cool. Maybe it'll look bigger when I'm mounted. Oh good, the pay and mount is faster. Yeah, press Q to ride your mount.
This is not easy.
Okay, it looks better when it's not being handled. What the fuck? Why did it look like a fucking donkey before?
Good morning.
Oh, look at this person who paid extra money for a game that he's probably is very disappointed he spent money on.
How are you? Welcome.
Or a game that spits on its past already, which
Okay,
is
see you later.
starting to annoy me.
Brings you here?
And how I'm doing all this stupid fucking pointless bullshit, and I'm not actually doing anything. Like, literally, Dynasty Warrior side quests are fucking better than this. Like, sure. Can't they just kill the wolves? Yeah, that's one of the things. Can't attack him, because he's on the ground, so I have to do the thing. Yay, fun. Oh my god, and I can't. It's one of these. Wow, fun. And other people can mess with my shit, and I can't just. Everyone doesn't have the same stuff that they can do. Wow, fun, cool. Competing for mobs. Granted, it's a paid game and it doesn't look very good on Steam, so hey. Because there's a lot of games that are just like this that are free, so. I'd be shocked if you have to compete very much, but. There we go. Strong wolf teeth. The more and more this gets generic MMO, the more I'm getting pissed off, I just realized. Because that was like filled with venom. That was just straight up filled with venom. There was no ifs, ands, or buts, that was just venom. Oh, and I wonder if there's gonna have a group loot. Nope. I really shouldn't be mousing over, I should just be hitting F. Oh, the horse has a cool little... Doesn't look very good, but it can do. Oh no, this is Kingdom Under Fire. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, what did they do to you? Oh god, what did they do to you? Oh no. Oh. Hi, Glenn. My heart's being broken. Do you have something to raise my spirits? Do you have troop combat, please? Please give me mercenary troops and let me use them and let them be fun. Please let that be good. I know what fucking teleportation crystals are. Stop popping it up. I knew from the second I saw it. Christ.
How's everything?
Yeah, okay. Can I just get to the troops, please?
Okay, see you later.
Please. Hi? Hello? Goodbye. Yeah? Oh no, that doesn't look good. I don't like the look of that troop AP cost. Please tell me we get ambushed by Dark Elves. Please, for the love of God, tell me we get ambushed by Dark Elves. Please, for the love of all that's holy, tell me we get ambushed by Dark Elves or worse. What the fuck is this?
Ambush for us somewhere. We should scout it first.
Okay.
Take Thompson and your troops to scout them.
Okay, so I... I get that they had to update it, but like... I know. I figured. Okay. So...
I see destroyed buildings
This isn't
ahead of us.
bad, but I liked
Let's
the
move
old
forward.
one better. You had a nice overview of your unit, and you had a good... It felt like it was designed a bit better.
Look like
That's all I'm gonna say. This said like how you get to target, and like... I'm assuming whatever you're aiming at.
Glenn will come save us. Let's stand our ground until then.
Can we not be saved by General Glenn? Can we not? Can I actually be a useful character? And not reliant on another character entirely? It's not like it's an overpowering or superior, far superior force either. It's like that. And that's the whole point of the scouts, is you let the scouts die because it's better than your army getting killed. God, we're in the mountains.
Everyone, stop dilly-dally. Let's go.
It's dilly-dally, all the way over here.
Captain, what are the Incablosians doing here?
Cool, give me this teleportation crystal again. I needed this tip for the 5th time. Yeah, definitely needed that for the 5th time. Fucking really, guys? Like, really with this? We'll do. Glad I'm on T2 troops, by the way, and not using the generic brown coats.
They'll fight alongside you on the battlefield.
Until they die, and you have to replace them. Or you can use a revival coin. Okay, can I not be a fucking idol? Can my character be a dark elf and not a fucking idol like Lucrezia? I want to be like Lucrezia, not Cirith. Can we do that?
Your hard work will be rewarded one day.
That is not your fucking voice. I can tell you that right now.
Now, keep working.
I can tell you that right now. That's the wrong picture and character model for that. That's not what that is. However, freeze just doesn't freeze them. Ah! Forgot I was supposed to be doing the voices for those guys. Find me anything that sparkles! I'll kill anyone that comes near me! So I'll just do it for you, it's fine. I'll do those for you. You don't need to do those. That guy just died quietly. He didn't have anything to say. He was contempt. How did I allow him to be me? Yes, an FP used to be used for support skills and support actions from your officers, but you don't have officers anymore, so... So, I mean, this is... Oh, that's not pretty at all! Why are you following the ship? For what reason would you have? We could not. It's fine. I don't need to do this anymore. Let's be real. WoW has done this so much better already. And I don't even think it's that fun in WoW either. So, like, we could just not. It's cool. We don't have to. Please stop. Man the cannons! Enemies everywhere! Fine, we still haven't taken even a single bit of HP damage. I couldn't read that. We were already gone. Oh no. Would have been neat if they actually took damage. Those were all gonna miss. Those weren't gonna hit. Oh, the Burning Crusade. Feel the wrath of the Burning Legion! This looks like one of those Burning Legion ships, too. You had an impact noise on the mountain. Why was there none there? Fuck, this just screams of we went way over our heads on this MMO and we had no fucking actual concept of how to do it right. Oh, or cared to.
No!
No,
It would
no,
seem all the
not
refugees
the
have gotten off pretty much unscathed for the most part.
How?
The Luna Wing herself.
It's fucking early and I'm yawning this hard for some fucking reason. I say some fucking reason, but then I look at what I'm playing, I'm like, and it's not like they didn't know this was boring. You know, it's not like they didn't. They played it, and by all means, they can be proud of what they did, but it's boring. Oh god, heretics!
Swing your sword harder. We'll reclaim New Hampton at all costs.
And remember, a strike that isn't in unison isn't a strike.
Nice to meet you. I've received
God, they're
the
all
message.
completely
I'm
in
Durham,
sync. Why?
Baron of New Hampton and the head of House Mount Vernon.
And grow a very ineffective facial hair. Like, seriously, has anyone looked at my... Like, my beard is the most scraggliest piece of shit I think anyone's ever seen. But there's no time to
Who
shave.
came at a time like this? Yes,
Well,
I'm Baron.
sir... The battlefield's a dangerous place for many reasons. Sometimes someone will just come randomly and you never even know. I'm trying my best to even stay on the game right now, because, oh boy, this tutorial. Real fun. Real fun. I did come.
See you later. Well,
I will.
until we meet again.
I'll be sure to come on you again.
What is it?
Glenn got mad at me for coming on him too much. See, I feel like if I was just doing the troop stuff, I would be having a lot more fun. Especially when you're on the front of a mission portal. It's the best way to make friends. However, the players I've seen have dropped to nil. So, most people probably like, oh, I bought the $60 package of this game and it sucks. They drop out. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. Again, that's a joke. I'm not trying to rail on the game, but it's just not at all what I waited all this time for. A substandard MMO. With a lot of free-to-play stuff that I've seen so far, but maybe not a ton. Maybe it's gonna get better. Who knows? Could get better. Maybe I'm just playing a boring class. Maybe she's really boring in the beginning. This is cool. See, I like this. I've had a decent bit of fun during all these.
Sounds like someone's
For the
up
most
there,
part.
barking orders at everyone.
I don't like all the stuff that has to happen.
Let's get in.
Commander, order the trebuchets to attack the walls.
Why did you look at me and say that so angrily while being so calm? See, I really don't like how I can just order my troops to attack because they're not tethered to me and just beat the shit out of this cannon. Okay, so normally in Kingdom Under Fire, when your captain is engaging infantry, they don't just sit there blocking, they would actually automatically start attacking and fighting. Here, your character just sits there and blocks. So nothing happens. And you're just stuck blocking.
If there's anything you want, tell me.
Nothing.
I want to be able to
Just
upgrade troops and
let our
trees
refugees stay
rather
here
than levels.
while we sort things out. It's a load off my chest.
Wolfie dropped
Now,
one on you too, I
soldiers
see.
are bringing us drinks. Let's talk about business.
That's a bit too much alcohol.
General Glenn.
I want to stop so bad. But I feel like I should at the very least get to the city before making any hard opinions. But I don't think I'm going to get to a city until I'm like level 10. This is Kingdom Under Fire music. This is really similar to Kingdom Under Fire tracks. And I don't know why it's playing now. There must be somebody nearby. I've only been hit in the back. Oh no, give me back the cool music again. No, it made me feel like I was playing something better. Excuse me, is this just Kingdom Under Fire Land? Music right now? What the fuck? They don't even care. What shitty lookouts. Like, look at this! He doesn't even give a shit. Something feels funny. See, I feel like the MMO part is the bad part, right? And that's not going away. Please be another Kingdom Under Fire hit. Oh my god! This is just Kingdom Under Fire music, isn't it? This song used to play so much in Kingdom Under Fire, especially during Gerald's campaign, and like Lucrezia when they're walking and stuff. It's so good. It looks so good. It's such a good theme music. Doesn't really fit well here. And right now, when it's like, the drums kind of kick in harder, and when this sound is coming in, you actually see like the enemy troops. And then when the song picks up, that's when it changes to a more heavier version of the track. This is where it starts getting into combat. Right now. Fucking love this music. It's so good. It's just, this is just literally Kingdom Under Fire now. I thought it was just a while, but no, I'm pretty sure there was, those other songs were just Kingdom Under Fire music. I want it to be fucking blasting though, like it wasn't Kingdom Under Fire. Oh, he's still alive? No, don't go away! No, you're my one good thing in this. Oh my god, this is just Kingdom Under Fire OST playing in the background. This is hilarious. Why is it just Kingdom Under Fire? This is so distracting me. I'm like not even paying attention to the game anymore. I'm just listening to the music. They will fight back, though weakly. Watch your archer troop get destroyed. And the infantry is just... See, and they broke out of that too fast. So in Kingdom Under Fire, when you break out of a melee combat, your troops take way longer than that to normally break out. Like, they actually get stuck on the enemy troops and takes a really long time to break out. You have to actually push to get out of there. Don't make me go back into the fucking pub, you shits! Stop this! Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Remember to keep remounting every single fucking time. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs. God, I hate that fucking design so much. Talk to Bones. He'll help you troop your troop. Troopity troop, 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 troop. Troop, 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 troop. I feel like I'm playing back to talking about Space Wolves. What do you mean about Space Wolves? Oh, well, they're wolfy, wolf, 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 and wolf. Don't forget wolves, and wolfy wolf, 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 wolf. And that's all you need to know about Space Wolves. We're elf envoys. Oh, I love elves. They look so cool. Even this high elf knight looks fucking awesome. That's pretty cool. See? Like, I start having fun the moment you give me troops. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Just give... This is more fun and interesting than... I'm not gonna go into it. I already bitched about it so much. Oh man, that's so strong. Okay, these ogres would be fighting back immediately. And they would also not die that quick, regardless if they're brain dead or not. See, that was actually kind of fun. This is literally just getting... Oh, I love this fucking music so much. It's so deep and brutal and grueling. Dude, it's perfect for, like, marching in a field or some shit. Why are there just ogres? Why are they just okay with this? They wouldn't be okay with that. They would be fucking tearing apart this infantry. Please hurry before all your forces are wiped out. Everyone cheer up! We're not going to die! Bah! You know, those Dark Elves look not as great as Lucrezia's base unit. Gonna say that right now. That's fine if they're like low tier and the mid tier looks like Lucrezia's, but if we start getting higher... Scorpion, destroy the castle gate! I'll pass through Fort Valley to Accolade! Whoa! They're going so fast! Wow, they really were slow on that, weren't they? They're only now moving their Scorpion! 8-2. Not 8-20. 8-2. Not 8-02. 8-2. What measurement of time is that? I don't know. I'm assuming it's 8-2? There are many ways you can conquer by the hands. Try to find the troop through quests and missions or purchasable at the diamond shop. The troop can view status acceptable in the game. True. The troops from common, rare, and hero depending on how difficult it is to acquire them. Troop with higher rarity shows more growth upon level up and can learn powerful skills. The troop rarity can also be distinguished by color below. White, blue, purple. I didn't see any troops because it says you can buy them from here. But this is empty, right? Maybe they pulled back on it. Okay, so here's my concern. They might be doing a Call of Duty right now. And pulling back on the diamond the diamond shop right now. Queen Lacrate. Okay, so this is what it was. That was the thing that was popular. Yeah, they might be pulling back on it right now just to avoid the pay-to-win reviews coming in. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's how it is. Because the help even says that you can do it. You can buy them from there, so... I hope that's not the case, because if you could just buy troops from there, that kind of defeats the whole fucking purpose of half the game, but whatever. I guess the point of the game is to make money, but... yeah, I'm calling a break here. This is better, but the beginning fucking sucked, and I don't know how bad this is gonna get. I don't know. It's so questionable, all of it. Anyways, that's it for me for right now. So I'll be signing out. So, it's been a bit more than just the 24 hours, and like I said, it was going to be originally. It's actually probably closer to 50 hours in now. I have no idea how to start this. So I've done pretty much every bit of content except for raids. Yeah. The game is absolutely fuck awful until about 21. 21, I've heard some people say it starts at like 24-ish for their character. I don't know. The game gets slightly better once you get to the 20 content. It's almost like they know. This fucking bug is infuriating, by the way. Every time you come into your city, your character will just whistle consistently. And then you have to run for it, and then I'll mount. Wait for it. Wait for it. It'll happen the moment the server realizes that I've mounted. There we go. So then I'll mount. Temp mount. You can see how the other person did it too. Don't worry, I didn't buy a mount, actually. It's just a temporary mount. Gonna turn in some stuff. So, troops. Getting any kind of troop, fucking miserable. It's actually the fucking worst thing ever, getting troops. It's literally terrible. Why is it so bad? You get them... So this will tie into another thing, so let me just go into that first. Okay. So one of the biggest problems with this game is that it doesn't use individual looting, in which you get your own loot in a dungeon, then you can trade it with the people who are in the dungeon. Let's say I get something that my buddy wants, and I don't have any use for it, so I can give it to him. Right? Real great, real fun. Ton of good stuff happening with that. It's all a jolly good time. This uses group looting, where everyone gets the same loot, and you have to fight over it. Now, nobody, unless you're grouping with people you know, in other words, your friends, you're still going to have to fight over it. Even if you get it to drop, and the drop chances are not the greatest, you will not see... There's 6 missions you can do for some decent purple drops. They're called invasions. One of them is really cool, and that's the one that's titled Invasion. One of them is like some really bad defense MOBA mode, in which you sit in front of a fucking... Apologies. You sit in front of a tower for like 25 minutes just standing there doing nothing. It's real bad. It's not only is it real bad, it's like the dullest thing you could ever do. It's miserable and I hate it. Then there's a middle mode in which it's called the tactical mode, and I think I even have footage of it because the server shut off during it. Yeah, no, I think I have defense mode. I think it was the defense mode where the server shut down during it. That's been happening a lot too. This day in particular that I'm recording this, I lost rewards on at least 4 missions because of it, which is real fun. Gotta say, that's real fun to not even get your small chance at a reward. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the tactical missions. The tactical missions suck. Tactical missions are a mob of units that run at you. They're kind of cool the first time you look at it because like, wow, that's a lot of units. And then you realize literally everybody ever just cheeses it because you can just run forward right in the beginning. There's a lot of ways to cheese it. You can run around the whole area and you could aggro all 1,000 units and then you could just aggro the boss, which is one thing you could do. Or you could do the other thing, which is real bad too, of just run straight down the center and the boss will run at you. You don't even have to aggro everything. You just run straight down center and he'll just run to you. So, it takes a bit longer, the second one, running straight down the center, because you actually have to cut your way in. But, the endgame content isn't the greatest. You also have cracks. Cracks are random missions, which give you crack shards, which can be, crack shards, which can be turned in for garbage. If you have purple troops, it's great. If you don't, it's not so great. So, another thing I need to talk about is gear. Gear? Yep, that's not where that is. Gear is actually pretty easy to get. I have a full constructed set of level 30 gear with high Hero's Blessing, which is just gear score. This is, air quotes, high. It's not raid level high, and it's not even the highest as it could be because I'm missing a bunch of... Why did that just close? Because I'm missing a...
My mercenary group.
Okay, you can't run with this menu open. So, I'm missing a couple rings, like see, 48, this is one of the things that you would want. I think you get this from invasions. And I'm missing, all of these aren't 48 rings, so I'm missing a bit of God's Blessing. I could technically boost my God's Blessing, but God's Blessing doesn't actually take into account on rings and some other things. It works a bit wonky, it's not the greatest, but that I can honestly ignore. Oh boy. Troops are fine, I suppose. They cap at level 30, just like you do. You rank them up with barracks experience, not the biggest thing in the world. See, here you go. I think I even did this before in my other part. Yay! They're now up, and their stats went up a little. Ranking up is about as bad as you think it is. It gets way worse. The cost of gold, these items aren't really that big of a deal. I'll show you why these items aren't really big of a deal. Let's say I want to get my bowman up, because I'm probably not going to get another Shadow Marksman, because it comes from the invasion. I should be by the troop... yeah, troop coin exchange. So you use troop coins, which you just get shat at by... I want to buy a scorpion so bad, but I want a wild scorpion drop, which isn't happening. But hey! Where is it? Okay, here we go. Bowman 30. See that? Just bought 11 of these. So let's say I want Bowman 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. You get the point. I think that just gave me what I needed for her. Oh no. Oh, I was off by 3. Oh, the pain. The agony. These girls aren't even that far off. These executioners are so underwhelming. They do so little. I want to throw them out for assassins, but assassins are so difficult to get. Mainly because you have to get them from a drop, and here's the point I was making before. Drops suck. Drop sucks. Field zones, really bad. Field zones, there's one zone that's really good. There's a one before Chaos, and it's just bad. It's just bad. It's bad, but it's quick. And, you know, if you're gonna be bad, at least be quick. So I don't have to spend too long with you, which was really cool. I really appreciated that. However, you know what, I'm just gonna go get a crack shard map, and so I can turn into quest real quick. This is completely unnecessary to y'all, and y'all are gonna be like, what the fuck is he talking about, crack shard map? But, yeah. Yeah, this is, not a big fan. So, the crack. What I just bought was with crack crystals. The crack is kind of... The crack is heroic random dungeons or mythic random dungeons, I guess I could say. They're just dungeons that happen.
Can't some youngsters help you learn?
No, I don't want to match. I know what that is. I know I'm overgeared for it. I just don't care. Oh, hey, troop skill. Slaughterer, Executioner, Giant Monster Hunter? Sure. Assassin. Nope, Dark Demonic Creatures. Bam. Yep, I want these girls. Shield, normal shield infantry. It's not happening, though, so. Yeah. Cubics are pretty cheap. They come pretty easy. You can get a lot of them. When you hit level 30... Excuse me, I'm really burpy all of a sudden. I don't know why. When you hit level 30, you get a bunch of these. 180, 180, 180, 180, 180, and you can get 7 a day. Not that big a deal. If you wanted to farm for the stuff in the cubic shop, this is only 5,000. This is only 2,500. You only need about 7,500. That's only a couple days you'll need to get these. It's not the biggest deal. Alright, that works. Yeah, I've been needing to do that for a while. I probably won't even be able to do anything. So, refining, yada yada, works like this. When you get to 5, you can go up, which is not bad. See, you can see player attack per level. Let's see, physical attack, range attack, 1560. So you have 1560, 1569, but refine it, it kicks up to 15, wow, 741. Not that big of a deal. But, you know. You do what you do. This is all kind of what it is. I needed to upgrade this more. 5, bam. This could be advanced refine. Really, the main limiter is gold. Like, pretty consistently, the main limiter is gold. It's not the greatest. I don't know why I was waiting this long to do this on camera. This is like the most boring thing ever. Apologies. I don't know why I was waiting for this. I have no money. Yeah, I'll get a little bit if I sell some stuff in the auction house. Auction house doesn't works like an auction house. Just not that great of an auction house. You know the deal at this point. The big problem with this at the end that I found is that it wants to be a grind-focused MMO without having any of the cool grind stuff that you can do, like giving you a consistent reward. What am I going to do? I'm going to go do a shitty subjugation and show you all the missions. So, you're like, oh, wow, this isn't that bad. Oh, look at all this stuff. Oh, it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, wow. Okay, there's more. Okay, it goes more. Okay, there's 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 more. Oh god, how many are there? You might say, oh, that's content, right? No. It's really easy enemies, really easy enemies, really easy enemies. And then you get to the boss, and the boss is about 2.5 fucking trillion HP. And you just have to solo that, which is fun. Where is the subjugation I'm looking for? I'm looking for here because I wanted to try to get assassins. So we all get to see the fun drop rate of things. This is what it is. Nemesis Assassin. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to bring in my Rose Dancer, my Rosarian Sword Dancers, and Executioners. Both of which, no, one of which I just upgraded a shit ton, so. As Shadow has an awkward moment live on fucking camera of like, shit, didn't think the one person on my friends list would invite me. Okay, so this isn't a thing against the game, but people do not like to talk. One of the reasons that people don't really like to talk or help each other, I've found, is because everyone is seen as a competitor in any high-end content. Because you're always competing for the loot at the end chest. You're always competing for that. So, like, nobody ever wants to chat or do anything because they all see you as a threat. And honestly, they're not wrong. You are actually just a massive fucking threat to their drops. And that's all anyone is. So there's no reason to be friendly or to be fun or to enjoy each other's company. It's just kind of should be shitty and be quiet and don't talk that much. And maybe you'll bitch. You'll see somebody bitching. But if you're in a group, people don't really like to talk that much. Particularly because it's not a good idea to talk because you're probably going to end up hating this person in like literally 3 minutes. When, oh, well, no, it's not going to be 3 minutes if you're doing an invasion. If you're doing an invasion, it's like fucking 25 minutes plus the one that they're doing, an invasion tactical. That can be like 10 if you do it quick. It could be 20 if you do it kind of medium paced. I was gonna say slow, but it's really medium paced. The defense one though, that one's just time. That takes 25 to 30 minutes. That one's real fucking boring. That one's really, really fucking boring. I just gave up on a Grenader unit. I also don't like how these are all named shittily. So, I've basically been chatting bullshit through this, and it's almost over, and you do these 3 times a day, per subjugation. Yeah! So you get 3 shots at this a day. Now, maybe this is gonna be lucky, because sometimes weird things happen on camera, and you get the drops. This isn't gonna happen. I can put money that it isn't gonna happen. But yeah, I got 1 drop from this so far. It wasn't anything I wanted. It was like a slaughter or something I think you could just get normally. I'm not happy with the loot system in this game. This loot system is incredibly stilted, and I'm gonna say limiting to X times a day really fucking sucks. I always hate those systems. And this is something I can actually put against the MMO. Limiting to X times a day is awful. Never do that. Doing that just basically means you get a special cutscene when it's done, and once it decides to load, there we go. So that took 2 minutes and 24 seconds. So in total, this is going to take about 8 minutes. Yeah, it's real fun. It's real enjoyable. You just do a lot of this. Oh, look! Something useless. Fun. So basically, one of the big chests at the end of this, one of those chests, one of those loots, when you hit F on that, instead of looting everything, would have looted, let's say, 5 or 6 things, and they would put up another menu in which you all get to fight over the loot, which is real good. Real good, and makes you feel real good when you see a unit that you want show up twice, and somebody else gets it in front of you 2 times. I'm gonna tell you, that makes you feel real good. Also, when the server cuts out or you crash, you don't get allowed back into that. You don't. That's not something that you're allowed to do. You're not allowed to go back into the mission, which is real shitty. Sometimes you're not allowed to go back in. I need to emphasize that because sometimes you can go back in. Usually the first crash you're fine, but this game does crash a good bit on some missions. Sometimes it depends on how the game's feeling. There's literally no ifs, ands, or buts. I have played off of a fresh restart on my PC, and the thing just fucking crashed. Why? I don't know. There was nothing in the fucking memory. But then I also hear that this game runs like shit for most people. And it does for me. Sometimes some visual effects stack up too much, and my my couple hundred frame rate, once it did peak 1,000, that's why I said that. My couple hundred frame rate will just all of a sudden just die and become 2 frames a second. No idea why. It's almost like my driver, for this, or it's using like DirectX 8 or something, or like 4, and it's just killing me, because that feels like a driver issue almost, but it just, and then I look and it's like, oh, it's just choosing not to use my GPU right now. Why is it choosing not to use my GPU? I don't know. It's just choosing not to use my GPU. So, a bunch of technical issues. Stuff that I'm completely not qualified to talk about, because I just don't know. When it comes to the most in-depth technical issues, I know a little bit, but I don't know a ton. So you're going to have to look to somebody much more advanced than I am in technicalities for stuff like that. I'm really bored when I'm playing this game sometimes. Sometimes I'm having fun. I like having troops. The problem is, I can never get troops. So I've kind of become stagnant on my... I don't like these troops that much. The Executioner, I could honestly live without. She's starting to underperform pretty much consistently. As you can see, these Rosarian Sword Dancers, F1, are pretty consistently beating it. Sometimes Executioners do crazy damage, and they do amazing damage when you can worm them into the back line. Problem is, most enemies, most forms of where the enemy is going to come at you, doesn't allow you to hit their back line. And if you do, their archers are clumped in such a large number, like 20 archers, your one assassin in the back line is going to get fucking shredded by archers. Not to mention, So they'll have scorpions in the back. You want to hit the scorpion, please? No, of course. I get crazy nose. Oh, I hate this game. I hate so many parts of this game. It's so unbelievably grindy, and there's no way to mitigate. I feel like the only way you could really mitigate this is if you got 4 other people to fill in the slots. You can't really mitigate the invasion, I mean the subjugations, but subjugations give low tier units anyways. Not low tier, they give blue tier units. But blue tier units are really good because they're cheaper than fucking purple units. And if you need gold, hey, that's a good thing. Unfortunately, they cost a lot regardless. Man, am I probably going around in circles. I'm gonna have to edit the shit out of this. Okay, so here's the entire troop list. These things you're not gonna get. You're not gonna get these guys. Purples, you ignore these. You're never. These aren't even attainable. Even some blues, they're not really attainable because you have to get them from rare drops and clearing the mission. I think some people say you have to full clear. Some people don't. I full cleared this one every single fucking time, and I've gotten nothing for it. So yeah, items, characters that I want a wild scorpion, but again, to get a wild scorpion, here it is, you have to get from one of these, which, guess what, I did all 3 of. Third one crashed, so I don't actually know if I would have gotten it, the third one, but, yeah. Yeah, it didn't crash, the server crashed. Sure, getting troops sucks. Just getting troops is not fun. Getting the items to rank up the troops, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. It all kind of works. It all works decently well enough. There's ways to get it all. I don't know, though, when it comes to... I talked with a couple high-end players about that were willing to talk about it. That are willing to talk about what's going on, and a lot of them just said, yeah, I don't see the drops. Whenever I do a raid, I don't really see a drop. I don't really see anything interesting show up. Occasionally, when I do an invasion, I'll get somebody to do something. I'll get some kind of drop or something. Yeah. Yeah, it's not... The drop rates are bad. And it's not fun. And some people are going around taunting that they get drops all the time. Those people are what we call in the business assholes. Those people are also people who probably are working with 3 other people, my apologies, or like a full guild or something, trying to get the thing. Thank you so much for the bulging horn rune. That is literally trash. So I just spent these 6 minutes doing nothing, which is at least better than doing 25 minutes and getting literally nothing because you rolled 10, 20, 20, 20, 10, 30 at the end. Yeah, it's just generic bad MMO. And that's probably the worst thing about it that I have to say about it. It's just, even when it's kind of fun, the whole troop system, which is the best part by far, is so overwhelming. They send so unbelievably much at you that it's almost not worth dealing with the troop system at times. It's really sad how they have such a cool system that they just ripped from Kingdom Under Fire. They made it slightly worse. And then decided to put every unit, rather than ranking up my units and having units persist, they decided to put them behind low drop chances in which you're going to be fighting against 3 to 15 other players on rolls for it. This is one of those things that's like, oh yeah, it's fun in house because we all know each other. But in fucking actuality, once you open up to players, every player's experience is, I'm queuing with 4 other people I'm queuing with 3 other people, 3 to 15 other people, that are not happy that they're queuing with me, would rather do this solo, so if they got the drop, they fucking got the drop, and are just straight up tired. And that's what I find most people are. They're mean. Not really. They're not mean. They don't attack you, but if they could, they would. I guarantee you, if I could kill somebody for those fucking sword dancers or shadow marksmen I saw drop, oh boy, would I have killed that person immediately. Or died trying, because I got literally nothing from that mission both times. I rolled pretty much all 0. I did roll a 95 on the shadow marksman, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a purple shadow marksman. I'm so excited. And then I got and then he got a 99. Yeah, I'm I don't like that system. That's the exact reason I don't like that system. Because you just never get the drop you want. Even if it does drop, which it won't on most occasions, you then have to fight for it. And that's just not fun. That's, I was about to say it's steel pain. But, yeah, things suck. Things suck. This is the 7-player thing. It's the 8-player thing. Do I have access to the other one? No, this is just an Extreme 2. Yeah, that's 8-player. I don't have access to view the 16. Oh, no, I do. There we go. 15. There, it's not... I'm technically geared for those. I just don't want to. I don't want to do anything in this game. I can't wait for me to be able to slow down on it. Now, this is rather quick. Hopefully this was rather quick. Hopefully this wasn't a... I didn't run my mouth too much, but this is just me tired. It's like 4 a.m. I am so excited not to be playing this game every day to try to get to the end game. I am so excited because it is so tiring to play this game. It is so nothing. You go so far, you do so much, and you get rewarded with nothing. You push 3 people through who are under-geared to do difficult stuff, and you complete that stuff. They all hit yes on all the shit, and one of them will take one of the things you liked. And why? It's because no one fucking wants to give up the drops, even if they're never going to use it. I literally talked to somebody, he's like, oh man, I've been looking for that for a while. Well, at least somebody got it, and I was just trying to be positive about it. He's like, oh, I'm never going to use these girls. I'm going to literally just rank them up. They're going to be rank up fodder for me to get the random chests, so I could potentially get something that I like with them. And it's like, cool. Well, you know what? I wanted those units, and I actually planned on using them. No one's gonna do that because everything's too fucking independent. Why? Why have a group system? Why have a group loot system? It's the worst fucking thing. You know what? I don't want to know why. It was a pay-to-win game back then. And, you know, pay-to-win games, apart from being pay-to-win, have to be as painful as possible. As painful in every single possible way imaginable. It's the same reason I don't like mobile games. Same reason I primarily play as Lane. Yeah. Yeah. So what you're going to see in the future is probably going to cut to, I'm adding a 4th section, so you'll see a secret 4th thing in the beginning. You're like, huh, Shadow didn't mention a secret 4th thing. Well, I didn't mention a secret 4th thing because I came up with it yesterday. I didn't want to do this because this was going to be negative, and I knew the middle part, the early part was going to be negative. I knew literally everything about this, of me playing it, was going to be pretty negative, because it's not that great. There is a very small sliver of potential if they're not just releasing this game to cash in, of where this game can be better, of where things can get better, where things can be cooler. Things can get more entertaining and more fun. They need to tune things, they need to balance some things out. Ogres in particular... Where are they? Where are you? Ogres. Suck. They're awful. They die immediately. Need to be changed. Scorpions are a bit strong sometimes, depending. That's just more like a counter, though, I feel. I feel like some people just don't really like countering scorpions because the scorpion's boring. That's PvP stuff. And that's one of the things that I feel like the game actually needs to stop focusing on. Stop focusing on PvP. Stop trying to make it too many things. They tried to make the RPG a thing. God, was it awful. I've seen like 2 people saying the RPG section is good. Focus a bit more on making the RTS section and making that a bit more fun. Maybe add some kind of slight AI improvements to your character so you don't have to babysit them. Because a lot of times, you have to babysit your guys. And you can end up feeling like you're spending the majority of your time playing the game in troop mode. Which is a shame. It really is. It's a damn shame. Character models, I will have to say, the textures like this on the chest Looks kind of bad. You could probably up the textures on the player characters at the very least. I'm talking about the straps around the breast. Kind of look bad, the texture. You always zoom in on in cutscenes, it looks really weird. Some of the textures could be fixed. I mean, her face doesn't look a whole lot. That's a lie. The face looks a whole lot better than Lucrezia's face from Crusaders, but it's not enough of an improvement. And too many people, I feel like, because I've talked with a lot of people in World Chat occasionally. Not a lot. I talk with them occasionally by whispers, and I'm like, hey, why do you think that this game is great? And he's like, oh, well, I played the last games, and it's really close to the last games. It's like, have you tried, when's the last time you played the last games? And they go, oh, well, it was about 7 or 8 years ago, but, you know, I know that they're old games, and I have a pretty good memory for these things. It's like, no, you don't. They had better. In the level 1 Lucrezia footage I showed, the level 1 Lucrezia footage I showed of this game is more entertaining than all the gameplay. I'm sorry, I'm doing the stupid WoW thing of running around in circles on a mount. I really am sorry about this. I just don't want to queue for a mission because my brain's kind of off right now. And I don't want to have to think because it's going to hurt the commentary that I'm doing right now. Or not the commentary, I am so blanking right now on that word. The criticism I have for the game. So, I'm talking with these people and they don't really remember what it is. And they're going, the nostalgia kicks in. They're like, oh yeah, it's cool. And they're using the Kingdom Under Fire Heroes music. I mean, Kingdom Under Fire, they don't use Heroes music. They use the Crusaders music. And they're using the Crusaders music and oh, it's so cool. It's not, though. They don't have their own music. You could have cool new music along with the old music. You could have cool new stuff along with the old stuff, but... And the old music doesn't match. It really doesn't. I've been playing my old music. The old music, like I have a playlist going of Heroes and a couple other things. Sucks, man. The fact that I have to use that old music to get anything good, and I have to play it myself because the music in-game is so toned down that you can't hear it in a fight. And that's something that really needs to be looked at. They need to work on the audio mixing. They need to work on a lot. They need to work on a lot, and I am not mentally capable of saying how much they need to work on right now. So, I'm going to stop rambling, which I do a lot, I know. But I'm going to stop rambling here, but everything that's here isn't the worst. The things that I would call the worst are the loot. The loot is the worst. Everything else, kind of fine. And again, you get troops from loot. So, troops are like half the game. If I was going to have to give this game a rating, this is one of the things I did want to do in this, was going to have to give this game a rating. Is it the worst MMO thing ever? In the beginning, yes. In the beginning, I would probably give this game a 2. This game is sitting on a... Hold on, let me go... Okay, so let's look at Kingdom Under Fire 2. Wow, it went up. It went... I don't care. Shut up. It went up to 76. No. I'm going to go out right off the bat and say, no. The game is not a 76. The game, I would say, is probably about a 60. Maybe a 65. I don't like doing percentages, and I'm going to round down before I round up. It's a 60. Why is that? The beginning game is miserable. It is bad. It is awful. It is shitty. It is terrible. It is just not fun. It is not entertaining. It'll take a while to get through. Endgame, kind of fun, gets boring real fast. Real fucking fast you will get bored. And you'll get real annoyed by not getting any fucking items you ever want to drop or to see or literally anything. This game could improve. This game could get better. Are they? I don't know. I have a really strong feeling the developers pushed this out there specifically to make some money. And and they're gonna make their money, and they're gonna drop this like a fucking sack of bricks, because to fix it and to make it really entertaining, you're gonna need to do a whole hell of a lot more than what they've done. And they haven't done anything interesting in the week that this game's been out. I haven't even seen a fucking patch notes pop up on my screen. Granted, it might be hidden. But, yeah, I haven't noticed any changes. The game's crashed just as much as it always has. The game's DC just as much as it always has. I've actually been getting more server shutdowns today than any, and I find it hilarious how after I've been running around in circles on a fucking horse, I haven't been crashing, the server hasn't been crashing, but when I was doing missions that had rewards at the end of it, the server crashes so you don't get the rewards. Fun! Game's got a lot of problems, and the amount of work you need to put into it, and it is work you have to put into this game. There's so many better options. BDO, infinitely better options. BDO, you can do stuff, but you're rewarded. You're rewarded for the stuff you do. WoW, you can do stuff. You're rewarded for the stuff you do. You still have that shitty limiter, and you can. The limiters are actually, they're not actually. The limiters are bad. The limiters are bad in WoW. You still have that time gating on there to force something, but at least they're time gating to encourage subscription. Feels real annoying when you can't just go in and do a mission again, and go in and do a mission again, and go in and do a mission again, and at least you could try to force the drop to happen. And at least you'll have a slightly better chance of getting the drop you want. But no, time gate those fucking missions. Only a couple times a day. Only do those a couple of times a day. Can't have players actually progressing at a decent pace. Can't, nope, gate that. Anything that happens, make it negative towards the player. Server instability, negative towards player. Game crashed, even though their PC was running everything perfectly fine. Negative on the player. Fucking cutscene, someone activates the end treasure chest, but cutscene plays after they hit yes on everything. Guess what? Cutscene was longer than the end treasure chest timer was, and you didn't mash Y on everything because you weren't opening up the cutscene. Oh man, because you weren't opening up the chest. Oh man, sucks for you. Guess what? You don't get those drops now. The other player gets all those drops because you had to watch that cutscene. For whatever reason, the cutscene wouldn't skip when you hit escape to skip. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this game. I want it to be good. I want it to be better than it is. It's not better than it is. It's just a grindy fucking mess. Will I continue playing it? Maybe. I wanted originally to do all the raid stuff, but I got so tired and make this a full comprehensive review. It's why it's so delayed and why my channel's been saying they're not uploading anything for a while. I wanted it to be fully comprehensive, but man, does it melt my fucking brain harder than any MMO's ever melted my brain before. And I would even say Blade and Soul is a better option than this. And Blade and Soul is fucking free, you know? Like, there's so many games like this that are coming out.
Captain,
that are just free, that not coming out, that have been out, and are free. Why would anyone pay $30 for a miserable first experience? I can't say anything good about it when I'm sitting down playing it. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna end this. I'm rambling. I'm doing fucking nothing. I'm gonna cut most of this. Enjoy me in the future being more coherent and more accurate. I've got a headache. I hope all of you have a wonderful day. Why am I ending it like I'm ending a video? I'm not ending a video. Fucking see you. Alright, so real quick I want to do a little bug bonus round because we're already sitting at, while I'm editing this, like 1 hour and 33 minutes. 133. Whew. I wish. But basically, there was a couple bugs that I just caught that I don't know if it really helped, but I loaded into this one mission, Shield Keep Town, and one of my troops just straight up didn't come in with me right, and they spawned outside of the town. I cut forward a little later because it took me a while to even realize that they were gone because they're kind of pointless. And I'm looking at them and just like, why aren't you fucking coming in? They're not coming in. What are you gonna do? I really tried to force them in too. Next one, really, 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 really great. One of my favorites. So coming back, it's all victorious. We saved this whole town. We're getting a little parade. Oh, look at this guy. He's so cool. He's standing up there. He's doing so much stuff. Oh shit, we're gonna have a talk. He's gonna give us a little pat on the back before he sends us off. Or sends himself off. Sends all of us off, really, but hey.
Friend, wait. Maybe I should call you Hero instead. We came back victorious and received hero treatment. Only for a moment.
What do you mean, allot?
We rounded up the remnants around Coronado. Now that there aren't many orcs left, the Such a large group of mercenaries is no longer needed.
Now, let me stop you here. Tell me if you figured out what was wrong with that cutscene. Because I could tell you what was wrong with that cutscene. Somebody who was translating it forgot to put the break in there that Nightly, which is the dark elf that spoke, in a spot-on impersonation of her friend's voice, spoke instead. Somebody who was translating it forgot to put a line break or what have you, and forgot to denote that this was Nightly saying it, not him. And they did that, and they just decided to roll with it. Granted, bringing the VA back to reshoot is expensive. That takes money. However, it also is another glaring red flag that this game has. This next one is a little thing I showed off earlier where I loaded into a mission and the animations simply didn't work. They just... My character had their animations all kinds of bonked, and it was actively, severely hammering play. I couldn't roll, I couldn't dodge, it made the fight way harder. A lot of my moves didn't have the range they should. Weird stuff kept happening, it wasn't a good idea. This was probably the most genuinely fuck-awful bugs that I encountered. I'm pretty sure this wouldn't even be in, like, a pre-alpha build. This is something you would see, where animations would just be missing. But that's pretty common that animations are missing in this game for when they're stunned or staggered, when their stamina meter runs out. Sometimes AI or enemies will just freeze up, and that's when their stamina's gone. This isn't that case. This is just all my animations were triggering the wrong things for some reason. So awkward, like even emotes were in there and stuff. Yeah, whatever. The last one I hear is a real annoying one. Mission gets cleared, everyone votes on their stuff, beat the big bad boss, and everyone's just, yeah, we rolled. So, on top of, like, just being a normal clear on a long one, mission successful, yeah, everything happens. 2011, total S, woo, okay. Isn't that weird how no one's even getting their rewards? That's a bit awkward. Oh, I can't play my acquired chests either. Huh. That's a bit weird. How's my inventory doing? Nope, I'm still trying those chests. It won't even open now. That's a bit weird. Well, we're all still here, clearly. People are still moving. Buffs are still happening. He even shot a bullet. I was confused. What's going on? Check my inventory. Oh, look, I got the thing that I pulled. That's weird, because I have more crystals. So that registered. Why isn't the chest registering? Wait for it. There's no unidentified item. Do you want to leave? Oh, disconnected from the world server. After 3 minutes of sitting in the end. Ooh, doesn't that hurt? Welcome one and all to the secret 4th section. Where is going to be me throwing together random clips of random stuff, probably, to cover over what I'm talking about. So, these are my suggestions to the developer, to the current team that's working on the game. One of the things that you need to realize, and considering that this was a game that went through development hell, I would call it, I think most people would call it, when it takes this long to get the game into action, when it's been sitting around for so long, probably some problems happened. I'm not fully certain who has ownership over the current game right now. I don't know what team is working on it, how big the team is, and what options they have. They may be missing the source of the game. This is a very complex thing, but basically the source is what I'm using to call it, is the originating files of the game and the codes to where everything is, basically. So you can pretty much a map of the game. Makes it much easier to work with, makes it much easier to mess with stuff, makes it really easy to work with pretty much everything you have, and can change and can basically rebuild anything you need to. They might not have this, so this is sort of taking that into consideration, because I don't know the direct dev team's capabilities, what they have available to them that the current team's working on it. First and foremost thing that I need to say, before you make any changes going forward, I would say have somebody who's on lead design play Kingdom Under Fire: The Crusaders again to completion, beat all the campaigns, play Kingdom Under Fire Heroes again, to completion. Beat all the campaigns. This does not take that long. That'll take you 2 to 3 days maximum. Then, play one campaign of Circle of Doom. 1 or 2. Play through a couple of the campaigns in Circle of Doom. Get a good look at how the story's going. Because I can tell you right now, this game does not feel like any of the past 3 installments of Kingdom Under Fire. This feels very bad and very stilted. For a lot of reasons. One, the camera direction. You could see in the level 1 Lucrezia footage I put in the beginning, had this awesome, when she flew up in the air, it has this awesome look to it. In Crusaders, when you light your archer's arrows on fire, one of the men actually come out with a torch and start walking down the line, lighting everyone's arrows. Kingdom Under Fire, to me, always had this big visual appeal. And when they threw up the directed by credit, it was legit. It was directed by somebody who put effort and cared about what he's doing. This game doesn't feel like any of that. The moves feel really limp because the camera movements aren't there. Play the original games, get a good taste of what it was like again to play those original games. To see how the combat is. To see how everything kind of flows. Because some things do flow. Yes, some of the characters do have cool looking moves and they do have cool, interesting abilities, but they don't necessarily have good camera effects to go along with it. And that really hurts the experience because all your stuff kind of feels unimpactful. The second thing I'd probably say to look at is fixing the drops. The drops are not necessarily broken, so fixing is the inappropriate term to use here. But increasing the drop rates, I think, would do a lot to help. And also making the game individual loot rather than group loot. The group loot system is negative, especially when the drop rates are so low. If you have a group loot system, you have to have much more consistent drop rates. Another thing to do with that is probably up the amount of times you could do a specific mission. For instance, how about instead of doing the invasions 2 times per, you could do 10 evasions a day. That would go a long way to alleviating some of the issues while still keeping the restriction that you have in place if you fucking must have a restriction. Otherwise, I'd say remove the restriction, up the drop rates, and make everything just a hell of a lot more fun and engaging for the players. So they still have to grind. You can still make it so they have to grind a bit for that item, but don't make it as tedious as it is, where you have to do mission day after 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 fucking day and get nothing consistently. Some people will make an argument that wait, that delay to get it, makes it feel so much better when you finally do get it. I have never been of that argument. I have never believed that getting beat in the genitals with a hammer day after day after day to where your genitals are bloodied, broken, and beaten, and then somebody trying to make you climax is a good feeling thing. I've never been of that mindset. To me, it's just like, this is painful, this is awful, why the fuck did it happen? Why does this take so long? Bit of a gruesome comparison, I know, but it puts it to reality of like when you just hit somebody again and again and again and again and again. Everyone I've ever talked to has never said, well, I feel good about that when they finally get the item. It's like, thank fucking God, now I have to move on to the next one now. That's what every single fucking person I've ever talked to about this has felt. Very rarely I've seen one person, I think, who has ever actually argued that waiting is a good thing, and making it items impossible to get is a good thing. But that person also had what I would say very serious compulsive disorders, in which he had to have everything a very specific way. Normal person, not going to be happy with that, not going to enjoy that. Third thing I think you need to look at is performance. Performance is varying, to say the least. I touched on it a lot before, where I was talking about my frame rate that jumped so much. Some people have terrible crashes. You need to fix the you need to fix the server stability, and you also need to get a much better crash prevention. You need to make sure that people crash a hell of a lot less than they do, because sometimes for just clicking on an ability, game crashes. Did you click on your ability that you're supposed to use a ton? Game crash. Did you click on the thing that you're supposed to crash? It gets so annoying. to have to constantly reboot the game. And the first time you're allowed back in. The second time, though, you might not get that lucky. You might be 30 minutes into a mission, and you might have to redo that entire fucking mission, blowing an hour now, because the game had a hiccup. That's a huge error. That's a huge problem that needs to be fixed and should be fixed. And if this game gets continued, most likely will be fixed. So it's not that high up. It probably should have actually been a hell of a lot lower. But this is more in order of what you should be looking at. It's a bit out of order from what I wrote down, but I'm actually gonna bring it up. Boss HP. Bosses have a miserable problem of having way too goddamn much HP. Yes, you are supposed to do the missions with 4 people. Most people do not want to do these missions with 4 people. Even when you are queuing with 4 people, it can take 10 to 15 minutes to to find somebody. And if you wait 10 to 15 minutes, you'll still spend like 7 minutes doing the mission. The other people are probably going to skip the cutscene. Like for me, for instance, any of the endgame climaxes, I have no fucking clue what happens during those climaxes because I had to queue with other people because I didn't want to wait hitting the boss for 40 minutes to kill the 2 to 3 million HP bosses that are at the end of those missions. I didn't want to do that, so now I don't get to know what the fuck the story is. Great. Wow, what a fucking amazing system. Like, I didn't want this to be angry, but that is a really stupid thing to do, to have incredibly easy enemies up till the end, and then at the very end, have a boss with fuck-ton stupid amounts of HP. You ruin the entire experience. I was trying to give the story a chance, but at the end, I couldn't even because other people wouldn't let me view the damn cutscenes. So, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get to... I'm supposed to go back through and do it again once I have 900 gear score and blow minutes just doing nothing. Getting nothing. Gaining nothing but listening to an unsatisfying story. Which is one of the things that Kingdom of Fire used to have. A good story. It's kind of another big red mark on this game, but that one you can't really fix. So I'm kind of leaving it out of here. Full transparency and updates. You need to have fucking... absolutely full transparency. You need to have a laundry list of where people will scroll through all the performance tweaks and patches you did. If you lower all the boss's HP, show the new numbers of the boss HP lowering. Make that visible. Make that so it shows up. It really does go a good distance to tell your audience, to tell your consumers, hey look, we're actually caring about the game. We're doing stuff for the game. We're putting a lot of effort into making sure that this game is more fun and is more playable. You can even have a dumb little update because it's almost Christmas. You can have a dumb little frickin' Christmas update of like Santa Rainier's coming with this reindeer. And you can have a bunch of, he's increasing the drop rates universally on all purple troops and all purple items to upgrade troops. And blue troops are getting massive increases to their drop rates as long as you full clear and S-rank the mission. You know? That would be good. That would be a good distance to saying, hey, we're trying to make this game more enjoyable and more pleasurable to play. Now, why did I list all these first and not talk about characters? Because the characters are a big issue, and I spoke of that earlier in the video too. Characters are an issue specifically because you don't have any interesting characters. When people see the Berserker, they don't see a Rainier like, and that's what everyone who played Kingdom Under Fire is. They see, this is Rainier. This is supposed to be Rainier. You don't have a Gerald, but hey, I guess that's semi-gunslinger. So the Berserker, they see big guy with sword. And I'm gonna be fucking real. It's kind of just big guy with sword when you're playing him too. Not that interesting, not the most entertaining. Ranger, hey, guess what every other MMO has? An archer. Wow, you're so unique there. Gunslinger, I'll give you something. It's been done before, but I'll give you that one. That one's alright. And sorcerer, or solar, elementalist. Let's go elementalist first. Elementalist, lolly with familiar. Okay, there's been plenty of games that done that. Great. I don't even like calling her. Some people just keep calling her lolly, so it's just stuck in my head. She's not even like that, but it's just annoying. It's nothing. It's so nothing that happens. And then you have the dark elf, high elf hybrid person. It's that you have no interesting characters. You have the most interesting one is the gunslinger. The most unique one is the gunslinger, and you have the Kingdom Under Fire license. You could do so much with it. I think a big thing that a lot of people were saying is like, yo, where's the vampires? Because Strident was a huge part of the past games, and that dude vampire that was following around Rainier was also a big part of the last games. He's even a playable character in Heroes, I believe. Hold on, I have the box right here. I can still look. Right in the back. Yep, Strident and the vampire right there. Right in the back of the case. You really need to have more interesting characters. A vampire would do a good bit to have a more interesting character. That'll be something that'll get people and be like, oh, that's neat. You could play as a what? Oh, cool. That sounds neat. That sounds really neat, actually. And it might get some people in. And it'll also give people a reason to play the earlier content. Now, I'm kind of ignoring this because depending on what they have, this is way too much work to fix. I would highly recommend, at the very least, streamlining the early game up to 20 when you add in the next character batch. If you add in 2 characters at a time and you say, hey, we're streamlining the early game to kind of like push you to the higher levels faster whilst clearing the quest when you have an option to ignore low level quests, that would do a lot to make that early game more enjoyable for creating another character. The whole reason I haven't actually created another character past testing the character out for 2 minutes and then deleting it is because I don't want to play that early game again. That early game is miserable. It's terrible. People keep asking in chat, hey, does this get better at around level 10? And I have to go, and I actually respond to them and say, nah, it gets better at like 20. For me, it got really good at 21-ish, but even then, it still has its problems, like it's kind of grindy. And the bosses still have way too much HP. And they go, oh, well, okay. And they get kind of disappointed by that, because now it's like not even, oh, level 10's probably where it gets better, right? No, it only really gets good at about 21. I don't like telling new players that. I don't like saying, hey, if you're interested in this game, it's going to take a really long time, and it's going to be bashing your head against the wall until it gets better. So, streamline that early bit and add in the new characters, but don't rush the characters. Keep time. Oh, I said characters. My apologies. Another character you should really probably add is an actual fucking Dark Elf. It's really fuck-awful disappointing that the Dark Elf, air quotes, air quotes, air quotes, air quotes, is a High Elf hybrid. So, what you would do to compensate for that little mistake, that I do consider as a mistake and a misjudgment, it's probably something to do Asian markets, about how Asian markets don't really take kindly to darker skinned characters, yada 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 yada. There's a whole mess with that. And if you're doing a pay-to-win game that's releasing in Asia, you'd probably want characters that Asian people like more. Lighter-skinned characters, because they don't exactly like darker-skinned characters unless they're demons, like the Rainier type. You do have a dark skin option, which, again, begs the question, well then why not have just a dark elf color for the high elf dark? What the fucking why? It's Kingdom Under Fire, and you don't have one of the races playable. You have a hybrid, you have a Mudblood playable, but you don't have the race playable. A good way to do that is to have, start it out with a sword and shield. Kind of like the, well, to use this game's terminology, the assassin type. Start out with the assassin type. Then move up to the executioner type, more of a Lucrezia type of fighting style. Then have spear and shield, and have these as all different abilities that switch. You don't have to switch the entire fighting style every time you do an ability, but the abilities do different things. Like, you pull out the spear real quick and you stab forward, and it gives you a defense buff, because you're using a spear wall kind of thing, and you're a bit tankier. And then finally you can end it with like some AoE skills, can be like Sirith or what have you, which would be tough to do because it's kind of rubbing into the high elf. So maybe do like, she calls in a cavalry charge real quick on her, and then something. I'm not here to build your characters for you, I'm here to give you suggestions. Also, big thing you gotta do with that, have an actual tree of life, not a tree of ice. I was really fucking disappointed when that tree of life, air quotes, or that healing tree, wasn't a heal tree. and it was a DPS tree. That was so unbelievably fucking disappointing to me. Have it heal, give it a minor defense buff, give it a minor crit defense buff while under the tree. Have it restore life of units, and do that. It doesn't have to be crazy CC. It doesn't have to be a crazy buff tree. Make it a healing tree with the minor buffs that place under to make it equivalent with all the crazy CC skills you give the players. Another minor change that would be really nice to see and would say like, hey, we're trying to make this a game as good as it could be, is to fix translations and subtitles. As I pointed out earlier in this game, sometimes the subtitles are just outright fucking wrong. Sometimes translations are just non-existent. Sometimes they're just bad. Sometimes characters speak with other characters' voices. These are things that if you change, would go a long, long way to making people say, oh yeah, this game is actually pretty good and isn't showing any red flags that make me disappointed in the game. This is kind of cool. I want to keep playing this. This is one of those things that does that. And last but most importantly, something that I really feel like you need to do once you pick up a dead game like this, you need to, if you're going to create a Frankenstein's monster, what you absolutely fucking need to do, is you need to show commitment on this game. This is one of the moments that I'm very disappointed I don't actually have an audience. Not for any reason in particular. I'm going to take my headset off because I don't know why I had it on in the first place. But one of the reasons why this is an issue with this game in particular is that there's very little belief amongst a lot of people that this is actually going anywhere. It's, for most people, looking at it as a fun little thing that they're going to throw away in a week, or a couple weeks, or a month, and never play again. And honestly, I'm getting that very strong sensation too of, well, it's not really fun, but it's a thing that's going to exist for a bit and then disappear and then never come up again. And they just took money from people and they're moving on. Show that you have commitment to this. By doing a couple of these things, you'll go a long way to say like, hey, we're improving the game. But you gotta do something. And you gotta do something within like a month or two. If you don't, game's probably gonna die. I don't want to see Kingdom Under Fire properly die. I'm glad that this came out in a weird way. I'm glad that it does have a heartbeat. It might have been like fucking 13 plus years waiting on a heartbeat, but at least it's a heartbeat, you know? And it's not that strong, but at least it's there. Oh, I kind of dropped something earlier. The reason I am disappointed I don't have an audience right now is because I'm kind of disappointed that my words will never hit the developer's ears. I'm never going to get anywhere. This is going to just exist, and it's probably going to get like 2 views. And yes, I did spend like fuck all hours. What is it, like 6 hours actually recording now, and fucking god, 50 playing the game. Minus the bit of those together because some of those hours overlap, but oof, that's like 40 hours at least in the game. I spent a lot of time on this video, and I'm going to spend a lot more time editing and uploading this video. And it's kind of disappointing to know that this will never hit the developer, and even if the developer does see it, they're going to see me as a troll, they're going to see me as some random asshole, they're going to see me as some nobody. And that's going to be disappointing, because they're probably going to let this game die, and they're probably going to let this game drop. They're probably going to do everything they can to take as much money from this, and then they're going to leave. They're going to pretend. That's why I'm feeling they're going to pretend to show that they care. They're going to pretend to show that they're doing stuff to benefit the players, and then they're going to drop it. After putting a couple cash items in the shop again, they're going to drop it. That's what my feeling is for this game. I don't want my feeling to be correct. I want this game to do well. I want this game to continue to do well. Because it's already done incredibly well. Way better than I feel like it even deserves to do. For how long this has been and how poor of a product they released. It's doing unbelievably well for such a incredibly negative first time with the game. But hey. This is for real this time, because I'm finally actually ending the video. This is Shadow, signing out. Have a nice day.